Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's Rinny again, filming from a slightly different location. If you hear any background noise, it's probably either my husband typing on his computer or the baby monitor playing this nighttime music for my son. So, apologize to anyone who actually might be watching this. All two of you. But more to the point, I figured I'd just give an update. So last time I told everyone that I was basically just going to be talking about different instances of dealing with bipolar, about my health and my weight, how I feel about myself, things like that. And how if anyone wants to be mean, go ahead, be mean. But hopefully, I'm just putting the cart before the horse on that. I just kind of get a knee-jerk reaction. I expect people to be mean to me, so I kind of throw that in there. But anywho, today was my first day back to cosmetology school, which was not terrible. It was just a little bit rough. Especially the people in general have a hard time getting back into their daily routine after being off for, 3-4 weeks, which we were off for 4 weeks, which was great and awful at the same time. Great because I got to spend a lot of time with my family. Awful because it went by too quick. So, just kind of like trying to get into that mindset of, okay, this is what I'm going to do with my life. Be excited, be excited. Everyone else is going to be tired and everyone else is going to be behind. But I'm internally panicking. I'm like, oh my God, what if all of a sudden she's like, once all our homework done today and we're going to test out on perm wraps this week and I haven't done a perm in like 4 weeks and blah, 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 in my brain. And it's driving me nuts. And I'm like, dude, you're already exhausted from being off and having to wake up at the butt crack of dawn. Stop. But anyone who has lived with what I live with, or even if you're just a human being who's having a rough day, it's not always the easiest to stop. But, I, knock on wood, had a fairly, okay day. It was fine. It just was one of those challenges to myself. And when you have a disorder and you don't get a lot of sleep and your patterns change and everything, you kind of get into like a tizzy and a weird funk today. A couple of people asked me if I was okay, and I'm like, I'm just Rennie, just being me. Appreciate you, appreciate the question. Don't worry about me. Not that bad today. And my fuse wasn't as short as it could be with some people I usually deal with in my class. We all know who those people are. They can get to you sometimes. The people who make me look like I'm totally well adjusted. But so more to the point, practice perm wraps, still suck at them, have to test on it on Thursday, gives me a few days to suck a little bit less at them. I get A's and B's in the class, so even if I get an F, hopefully, still pass. So I got home, I was really, really tired. Best part of getting home, I hear my husband and my son laughing and playing. So, yay, try to find the positive things in the day. But all of a sudden, I'm really ravenous. And I think I said last time something about doing whole food, plant-based. And I really try to just jump into it today with, I wouldn't say complete defeat, but with definite, not success. I ate fairly okay as far as the quality of food, totally vegan, that wasn't the issue. It just was I couldn't figure out if I was snacking or eating because I was hungry or because I was bored or because I was expected to. And all that was going through my head at once. And I'm thinking, oh man, you're terrible because you haven't exercised yet. It's my first day back to school. We're on our feet 8 hours. My shoulders, my neck, my head, everything's killing me. I already have a fucked up back. Don't have a back brace, so it's I should be able to be nice to myself, and I don't know how. For a while I went to therapy. I actually went to physical therapy too, so that helped. But I went to legit therapy. I went to physical therapy. I did all kinds of shit, and it wasn't anywhere as bad. It kind of dulled down for a while, and now I'm back to being hey, you fat crazy bitch, and blah blah blah, and everything you do is terrible, and yeah, you don't have time to do things because you're not Superwoman and you have a kid and you have things to do. And it just doesn't matter if I know that logically, it just eats away at me. So I'm already kind of testing when I get home. I feel bad because I don't want to really play with my son. It has nothing to do with him. It has to do with the fact that I don't have the energy to. and I have the energy to be around a very enthusiastic 2-year-old, and that makes me sound like a bitch. Like, you should be happy because you have a wonderful, happy son who wants to see you. It's not about that. It's about me putting myself in a position where I might be, you know, mean or yelling or just plain disconnected because I feel that way about everything. It's not him specifically. But it sucks because he's 2. You know, he doesn't understand this. So I try to, like, match up. So I did go and I played with him, and that was great. You know, I wasn't all there when I did it, but, you know, did my thing. And then I started working on dinner, and I'm like, was gonna make soup, but then I really wanted to make this potato, black bean, quesadilla, thingy-mabobber, whatever, and I'm like, well, I've already had more fat today than I wanted to with my diet, and I'm failing, but, oh, I can do this without it, and I just got my awesome Vitamix blender, which, if you don't know what that is, Google it. Despite what I'm about to say in this story, they're fucking awesome. But I ended up, well, we thought I did, ended up burning out the motor using it. Now you might think, okay, well, what are you doing to it? I was doing no more than anyone else does with one of these blenders. These are industrial. They're used in massive kitchens, test kitchens, production. They have ones from the 50s that are still functioning, have, you know, not even had parts replaced, and they're being sold on eBay. You know, this is a good quality company. This is a good quality product. I had one back when I was with my ex-husband. I used it for a whole year without any problems. So, of course, the 3rd time I get to use my Christmas present from my wonderful husband, the fucking thing, like, burns out. Smells like burnt rubber. It won't turn on. Now, of course, I later find out that there was this switch in the appliance. I'm not an electrical person. I'm going to phrase it wrong, but you guys know what I'm talking about. If you've ever used anything ever in a kitchen, the way that they have the breaker set up for safety, there's one built into this machine too, because it's an industrial machine. But I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, oh great, I broke the machine. Only I could ever break something that is unbreakable. And, you know, it's refurbished, yes, but, you know, it's got a quality and it's refurbished by Vitamix. So I broke it because I'm stupid and I did everything wrong, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Doesn't matter. I ran to the bathroom crying my eyes out. So long story short, I had over-whipped the stuff anyway that was supposed to go into my quesadillas. So it's basically like refried bean soup. It tasted fine. The texture was kind of weird, but I was so upset by what happened that I couldn't enjoy it. My husband's trying to, you know, reassure me that, guess what? It's fine. It tastes good. It's like a big bowl of refried beans. I love refried beans. You know, you need to not do this to yourself. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's like, I'm not hearing that. All I'm hearing in my own head is that I fuck everything up. And of course, my first day trying to be healthy, I break a machine. I, you know, put more fat in this and that, and I don't exercise, and I blah, 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 blah. Well, then it led to not the worst one I've ever had, and definitely better than I've been on the vacation. I'll give myself that. But a fucking sugar binge. Like, all at once. I ate the rest of my dried blueberries. I ate all of my fucking dried pineapple. I feel like shit about myself right now about it. I ate 2 pieces of fondant. I ate part of a piece of marzipan. I ate a cookie, and I was still trolling for more. I fucking hate that. I hate that I just can't be like, okay, you had a shitty moment, you're tired, you're stressed out, do something productive. You used to draw all the time, draw something, get that anger out, watch funny videos, play with your kid, take a brisk walk or whatever, do anything like that. But my first mindset is, fuck you, I'm eating something. And it's bunches of sugar. Bunches of sugar. And I ate all this fucking shit, and it makes you feel good for a moment, and then you feel like I do right now. And I'm like, great. You know, I'm over 240 pounds, not getting on the scale, too fucking scared about it, trying to be like, oh, I'm so healthy, blah, 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 blah. And then I fuck it all up because I had what in my mind constitutes, oh my god, the whole day is ruined, even though the day was, you know, maybe not the best day in the world, but it wasn't terrible. I've definitely had worse days, you know? People who've been close to me have died in horrible ways, so definitely have had worse fucking days. But it's not the way I take it. I take it as, you know, you fucked up again. You're always gonna fuck up. You just talked so loud that you woke up your kid. Yeah, that's just a little funny joke right there, but maybe a reality. Might have to stop this sooner. But more to the point, I know I'm not the only person who has days like this. I know I'm not the only person who fucks up the diet the first day they're going to do it. And I'm also not the first person to fuck up a diet by actually, you know, calling it a diet. It's not a diet, lifestyle change, blah, 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 blah. But it just, like, times like this, it feels like the world is, you know, fucking ending. And it sucks. And then I get lethargic and despondent. And I treat myself like crap. And now I feel worse about myself because I'm pretty sure me ranting to this fucking camera is what just woke up my son. So that being... asleep. I thought he was asleep. Sorry, that's my husband. See? But here's the thing. It's my fault. Even though it's probably not my fault. He wasn't asleep yet. But I feel like I woke him up. Does that make any sense to anybody out there? I really hope it does. Because, you know, I've been living with this for a very long fucking time. And nothing really seems to make sense. So, anywho, I think that's it for tonight. I've pretty much said all I really needed to say. I'm hoping he has a better night. And I'm hoping I do too. And maybe next time I make a video, it would be a little bit more upbeat. Alright. Hasta, guys.